Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Geistal, Austria. We are in the beginning of May and I have just been fined like 10,000 euros. So let's check what's up with that. Water contamination. Prohibit spraying chemicals, slurry, lime, liquid manure, herbicide within 14-meter buffers of water bodies to prevent runoff and contamination that can harm aquatic life. So what? This cost us 5,000. Now this is manure management. That's another fine. It's not fine. It's actually really bad. So 5,000 fine for the manure policy. Minus 100 points, 5 points for animal feed, 5 points awarded for animal conditions, slurry management, minus 1 point for water contamination. Okay, so we only got fined, we got fined 5,000 for violating manure management policy. And we got paid 628 back for the natural grazing scheme. Right, let's check the manure management. Alright, so max allowed storage was 10,804 and we got 20,000. Whoops. When is the... Shoot. The evaluation and payout will occur in May and November, right? So I messed this up like really badly. That is, I gotta get rid of at least 10,000 liters of manure till November. Wow, this was rough. 5 grand. You know what I could buy for 5 grand? Okay, and this was just 1 point. I don't know where we lost that, but... Brand demo, it's still that forklift. Wow, this was... Okay. I'll stop complaining about it. I did what I did. Yeah. Gotta have to find a way to keep track of that thing, otherwise I'm gonna keep paying the fines, and 5,000 is not a small amount. Okay, yeah. I feel like, you know, got punched in the stomach. Gut punch. But it is what it is. So let's keeping on with our day. My first thought for today is I want to check on the pasture, how our cows are doing. They're probably doing fine, but still, we gave them some water, we gave them some hay previously, and I just want to see how they fare and the state of them. And it's gonna be a lot nicer to drive into that gravel road with this pickup truck. Even though it's still a luxury car, Mercedes. Probably not designed with this in mind. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Alrighty, let's climb over and let's check how our cows are doing. So they still got 3,300 liters of food. This means they went through about 2,000, and the meadow has regrown to around 12,000, which is gonna again be enough for a few months, I think. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see. And water, Water trough is good. Right, so what else is new? What else do we have planned for today? Technically, nothing. The fields are sown and growing. The grass isn't yet ready for cutting. So what? Do we take the plunge and start taking manure away? I might even give it to the apple trees, even though I think they have plenty still. Trees don't really consume much in terms of fertilizer. Yeah, that's gonna have my head for this. I was totally unaware that the evaluation is in May and November. I was expecting it to be at the end of... What, for a coffee? I was expecting it to be at the end of June or beginning of June, so in half of a year. And I was expecting it to be in December. Anyway, I'm gonna get myself a nice cup of coffee to help me swallow this down. Maybe even something stronger. What a beautiful place. Nice. Yeah, we can hear a lot when we were younger. Alrighty, well, I'll think about what to do next and then I'll see you in a jiffy. Alright, well, I've decided what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take manure and, well, load up one big trailer of manure and I'm gonna take it down to the biogas station where they are purchasing that stuff. I am thinking it would be nice to store it until the fall comes or after harvest. You know what, let me check when the harvest time is for oat or barley, whatever we have. I think we have wheat or barley down there in the valley. I have checked, we got winter barley down there in the valley and the harvest season is actually in June already. June, July. So I am thinking of holding on to the manure because I'm gonna spread it on the fields and I'm gonna use it in that way. And that reminds me that I don't think we have... No, we do have a manure spreader. We actually do. And since there is nothing much to do, I think the meadows are not yet grown. And I think we have chosen that policy where we don't mow during spring. And I believe it's officially still springtime, so I can't do any mowing. We go up there and check how our alfalfa field is doing. Right, I don't know if those are weeds or what. Or is this just a type of grass? I got no clue. But no, it's not yet ready for cutting. Still have to grow at least a stage or two. So yeah, we can't really do anything about this in this very second. Right. So, thinking about it, as we got nothing else to do, it might be worthwhile to just skip a few months and we'll see you when it's harvest time, or we're gonna start preparing for harvest. I think that's gonna be a way to go about it. It's funny because the cows are in a pasture, you know, they don't need anything, they have everything provided. So we have a bit of free time. Well, I'm gonna skip time, and if anything interesting happens, I'm gonna holler in and restart recording. But otherwise, see you in a month or two. Tagging back in the beginning of June, and the fields have still not grown so we could mow. Well, we technically could mow already, but I don't want to go too fast. But yeah, these are our clover fields. Look at how beautiful white they are. I'm trying to get closer to have a look with you. So yeah, nothing especially interesting happened. Except that we supposedly have a new demo available for us, a new machine. Yeah, you can see this is a very healthy clover field. Awesome. Still want to make sure that I show you the alfalfa field, because that is especially gorgeous in this time of year and in this sunny weather. Yeah, the mountains feel good at this time of the year. No, it's June, it's in the middle of summer, and we have 22 degrees Celsius, and I think it's gonna go up to 25, which is really not that bad, you know, for the height of a summer. Yeah, and our beautiful alfalfa fields. They should be purple as nothing else. Look at this. So yeah, those weren't weeds, they were actually flowers in the making. Pretty good. And this is also not yet ready for harvest. We're gonna have to wait for a tiny little bit for it to grow. Probably it's gonna be ready in July. So July is setting up to be one very, very busy month. Because in July we have the best price for selling corn, or grain maize, as they call it here. It's time to cut the grass fields and, you know, do all the shenanigans, windrow them, pick them up, take them away, and store them in the drying silo. We got to start thinking, let me check again. I do believe we might be able to start. Oh no, look at that. Winter barley is in the harvest season. Alright, well, in this case I'm gonna take my Mercedes and I'm gonna go down in the valley to check the conditions, because it cannot be too dry, it cannot be too wet for it to be the perfect quality. And since we're gonna be selling the grain and not using it only for animal feed, it would be in my best interest to have the best quality of grain, so we get the best price for it. Everything gets measured, and I already have the moisture measuring tool. It's been in the house for years and years, because Dad is regularly using it. I think I went the wrong way. Yeah, I should have gone the other way. Oh well. I can make it down there this way also. It's just gonna be a bit more off-roading, but since we have this pickup, I don't think off-roading is gonna be any issue. Right, and if the grain quality is good, considering it's sunshine and there is some rain forecasted for later on today, not today, I mean later on in the month, it might be a good idea to actually prep the harvester, do a bit of a service, check it up, just make it so we won't get stuck. And I'm gonna call on a brother or sister of mine to come lend a hand. Somebody's bound to be around with some time to, I don't know, maybe run the harvester. And I went the wrong way again. Or did I? No, I didn't. Ah, I rarely went down to the fields, down to the valley this way. I usually take this way to go to the meadow over there. But yeah, I gotta take this way, and I'm gonna cross the bridge over there, and I'll be right next to the barley fields. Yeah, I gotta take left over here. I don't know, this feels like the long way around to the same destination. I know I've said this already, but this birch forest is such an amazing place. Because usually forests have, you know, that rough grass, or maybe not even grass, maybe it's just dirt and leaves. But this one has like very fluffy and soft grass you can lay in and have fun. Okay, well, the first assessment is this isn't grown yet. This has got to be yellow, as you might know. So we're gonna have to wait another month for this. Right. Okay. Then we'll probably see you in the next month. No need of dragging you through each and every day if nothing worth mentioning happens. I forgot to show you. The tractor demo is this Zetor Z25K. Like, what the... I can't say it here. Oh man, that's obnoxious. It's July. I know it's been a few seconds for you, but it's a whole month for me. And good news, look at the bank account. 326,826 euros. And you might wonder, because I think when we last saw each other, it was like 244,000. Because I just lost 5 grand to that manure scheme. Not scheme, policy. But I did not expect a payout like this. So let's go check the government tab to see what happened. Event log. Alright, so June, as we said, nothing really happened. There was just a tractor available that owns it, or whatever that is. But July, winter crop scheme expired. tractor demo expired. That's pretty okay. And of course, the other winter crops also expired. Avoid mowing during spring scheme paid you 81,652 euros. Now this is a subsidy. I was expecting maybe a few thousand, but not 81 grand. Which makes it a lot more tempting to think about buying a brand new tractor, or maybe find something used. This is gonna tickle my the back of my mind for some time, I guess. Anyway, natural grazing scheme paid 793, and otherwise we only got awarded points and nothing was deducted. Oh, a new scheme is available. No, it isn't. So yeah, look at this. Because we didn't mow farmland 107, 111, 113, and 114. 130 is, I think, the pasture. We got paid this much per field. Wow. Natural grazing, 21 animals. We got paid this much. We haven't really done anything in this, and no fertilizer was used in the last month. So I'm gonna get the car and we'll see you down at the fields, because I want to see how the moisture is and everything, if we can actually start preparing for harvest. Maybe it's gonna be today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. We'll see. Well, I'll see you down at the fields. I love how the surroundings are constantly changing with seasons, you know. It's never a dull moment. And look at this. This is more like it. This actually feels like it might be ready for the harvester. And it is. Okay. Now let's get the moisture meter out. And I forgot, let me take out the table of contents, and we have to have winter barley. So it has to be between 12 and 14% moisture for the best possible price. This is how we get grade A. And the farther away we get from that, the lower the price is going to be. So for grade D, which is between 0 and 7% and between 20 and 100% moisture, we only get paid 65% of the retail price for winter barley, which is obnoxiously low. So I want to go for between 12 and 14. Now let's check. .53. I mean, excuse me, 5.43. So this is the exact grade D. Okay, let's go and do another measurement in the center. .39. Okay, so it's the higher we go, the lower the moisture is, because the water flows downwards, as it does. 5, you can see 0.4% lower, and it should be the highest down at the bottom of the field. Now this gives me I don't know what this gives me. Problems. 5.6, yeah, this is the highest. Okay, this tells me that it's much too moist for, much too dry for harvest, and it's gonna be an extremely bad piece of crop. I'm gonna set it here and I'm gonna check the weather report. hopefully we get some rain in a few days. Okay, it's gonna rain at around 3 a.m. and there is some rain forecasted for July, the middle of July. Okay. Okay, this means that I've got a plan for harvest possibly in the middle or in the late July. Let's go check the other field, and so we can actually see how that one fares. But my guess is that it's going to be around the same. Thinking of, in that case, it might be better if we put the mowers on and go into the meadows. Use our time wisely that way. (641). Okay, so the moisture is a bit higher here, which again makes sense because this field is a bit lower. 6.4. Okay, so this is around 6 and something. Right. Okay, so we gotta pray for some rain to come down. But before we do that, yeah, I'm gonna make a few phone calls and see if any of my brothers and sisters are available for any field work, and I'll probably put on the mowers and start mowing the fields. And I'm gonna ask somebody to go behind me with the Mercedes and windrow everything, and then I'm gonna go and collect it with the forage wagon, deliver it up to the dryer, and start the drying process. And I mustn't forget, no, it's, you know what, if you say I mustn't forget, you're 100% gonna forget something. It's better to say that I gotta remember to sell the corn. That's a much better choice of words, or so I've heard. Yeah, the mowing has to be done with Mr. Fendt because it has more horsepower. And yeah, one of my brothers has said that he's gonna help us. So it's good that he's free. I'm gonna leave that here because I need the front hitch. And this is gonna be the first time in this series that we put the mowers on. Gotta be careful on the engine, it's still cold. Okay, so the best way to go about this is to go through this bay. So we have plenty of space to turn around. Okay, yeah. It's gonna be just fine. a bit further on. Okay, that's the front mower. Now for the rear one. This is again going to be pretty tough on our Fendt. But it might be the last time that this tractor is doing this hard of a work on the farm. Because we got that huge financial injection, and that really calls for a new CVT tractor with at least, I say, 250 horsepower, so it can run the machines and it can run itself up the hill. Alright, and we're all ready. So this is gonna be it for today. I don't want the episode to go for too long. We're gonna do grass work in the next one, so that's gonna be a pretty exciting one. I'll be honest, I'm looking forward to it, and it's gonna be a very busy one. But yeah, the clover seems to be, well, perfect. What else can I say? Thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and join me next time where we continue with this alpine adventure. And take care and goodbye.